Many of us are at a crossroads in our lives, looking for a way to find peace, happiness, and fulfillment. But with all the noise and demands of modern life, how often do we stop and think about the direction we are going? Are we really living a life that is in line with our deepest values and goals? Or are we just stuck in the never-ending pursuit of temporary pleasures and approval from others? This problem that a lot of people are having makes us want to look into an old but timeless knowledge. Stoicism. Stoicism is an old philosophical tradition that has stood the test of time. It promises to change our lives by giving us insights and practical advice. But what does it mean to live a Stoic life in the modern world? How can we use these centuries-old principles to deal with the challenges of modern life? Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said that all you need to make your life happy is to change the way you think. This deep comment sums up what Stoicism is all about. Realizing that true happiness doesn't come from outside situations, but from the choices and attitudes we make inside, we are invited to go on a journey of self-discovery and change. As we look at the 10 Stoic choices that will change your life. Each choice, like seeing problems as opportunities for growth or focusing on what we can control, is a step toward reaching our full potential for a peaceful, happy, and meaningful life. Are you ready to question your beliefs and change the way you see things? What do you think happiness and success mean to you? Let's look into these tough choices together. Each one gives you a chance to live a good life. Let Joy know if you're ready to start the journey today. Number 1, say yes to things that matter. In the labyrinth of life's endless possibilities, the Stoic practice of discernment becomes a guiding light that leads us to what truly enriches our lives. Deciding to say yes to what matters is not just a matter of choice. It's a deep commitment to living in line with our highest values and principles. Let's think about Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher who, despite the huge stresses of running an empire, found comfort and strength in Stoic principles. He once said that all you need to live a happy life is to change the way you think. This powerful reflection makes us think, are we focused on what really makes us happy and healthy, or are we too busy looking for short-term pleasures and approval from other people? Every day, we choose things that show what we value. You could choose to hang out with family or friends instead of staying late at work to follow a dream, even if other people want you to do something else. You could also pick to read a book that makes you feel good instead of just looking through social media all the time. Some of these decisions may not seem important, but when you add them all up, they make our lives what they are. So, how do we get into the habit of saying yes to the things that matter? It starts with thinking about what we want to say. If you want to find peace, joy, and fulfillment in your lives, or do you find it in growth, relationships, and helping others? As we go through the complicated journey of life, let us pause and reflect on what is truly important. Let this be a call to action to consciously choose to say yes to what matters most. By doing so, we pave the way for a life that is not only peaceful and happy, but also deeply meaningful and fulfilling. The Stoic path is not easy, but it is definitely worth it. Will you take the first step today towards a life that matters? In today's busy world, it's not always hard to find chances. It's often hard to choose which ones are worth going after. Being able to say yes to important things can make your life a lot better and make you happier at work and in your personal life. Putting acts that are in line with your core values and goals at the top of your list is what this idea means. Doing so will improve your health and productivity. Figure out your values and goals. The first step is to figure out what's most important to you. What you do should be based on your long-term goals and core beliefs. You can be sure that your time and energy are well spent if you say yes to things that are in line with your ideals and goals. Learn to set priorities. You shouldn't take every chance that comes your way. Know the difference between what you need to do right away and what you need to do later. Your time and effort should be spent on things that will help you grow as a person or in your career. Set limits. Saying yes to everything can stress you out and make you less useful. The most important thing is to set limits and say no to requests that don't fit with your goals. This helps you make better use of your time and energy. Choose quality over quantity. Do things that you think will make a difference. When it comes to promises, quality should always be more important than number. This way of doing things will help you reach bigger goals and feel more satisfied with your life. Regularly think about and make changes. Keep looking at the results of your choices to say yes. Think about whether these decisions will really help you in the long run. Be ready to change how you do things if you need to, in order to stay on track with your ideals and goals. Number 2, stop wasting time. In the rapidly flowing river of life, time is the most valuable thing we have. Once lost, it can never be found again. Stoic knowledge tells us to value time, which makes us think, are we really living or are we just existing? Stopping wasting time is like a wake-up call to wake up from the slumber of procrastination and distraction, and live each moment with intention and purpose. Seneca was a Stoic philosopher who lived in ancient Rome and fought for the wise use of time. He tells us that it's not that we don't have enough time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. How often do we get caught up in things that make us feel bad instead of good about ourselves? A lot of time is wasted on social media, idle internet surfing, or binge-watching TV shows over and over again. Do these activities make our lives better, or are they just fillers? Think about this. When was the last time you felt truly alive? Was it when you were lost in a task you love, spending quality time with a loved one, or learning something new? These are the times when we connect with our passions, people, and potential, and they are the ones where true fulfillment lies. Epicus. In this lesson, another respected stern voice: make the most of what you can control and accept the rest as it comes. This wise saying tells us to focus our time and energy on what TR really means and that we can change. Let this be a heartfelt plea to follow the Stoic discipline of valuing time. Think about what you can do today to make it important. How can I spend my time in ways that help me grow, be happy, and feel fulfilled? Remember that every moment is a chance to stop spending time and start making your life full of meaning, happiness, and success. You can do what you want, and the time is now. In today's busy world, it's important to know how to use your time wisely if you want to be successful and keep your life in balance. Time wasted can cause stress, less work getting done, and missed chances. Being able to make good use of your time can help your career and personal growth. Make your goals clear. Set SMART goals, which stand for specific, measured, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objectives. Knowing exactly what you need to do can help you focus and avoid getting sidetracked. Set work priorities. To tell the difference between important and urgent jobs, use tools like the Eisenhower box. Focus on what needs your immediate care first, and then plan or give the rest to someone else. Try to avoid distractions. Figure out what usually gets in the way, like social media, emails that aren't important, or chatty co-workers. Put limits on these things, or use tools like website blocks to keep them away. Be smart with technology. Technology can be a distraction, but it also has many tools that can help you get more done. Pomodoro timers and other apps that help you keep track of time, handle tasks, and work in a focused way can help you stay on track. Think and make changes. Look over how you spend your time often. Think about which jobs take more time than they need to, and then change your plans to fit. Over time, you will become more efficient if you keep making things better. Implementing these tips into your daily life can greatly cut down on wasted time and boost your output. Number 3. Control your emotions. In the complicated dance of life, our feelings are the lead dancers, taking us through times of ecstatic happiness and deep sadness. Being stoic, which means having timeless knowledge, helps us dance this dance with grace and calmness. It teaches us that what makes us strong is not what happens to us, but how we deal with it. Accepting that you have the power to control your feelings is a life-changing choice. It's about creating a place of peace inside yourself amidst the chaos, finding balance in chaos, and being able to handle life's uncertain tides with strength and clarity. Think about the moment. Stress and anger during a heated argument can make you want to lash out. Instead, picture yourself choosing to breathe, listen, and answer with thought. Imagine being held captive by fear when a new chance comes up. You might be afraid of failing or of the unknown. Stoicism tells you to recognize your fear and still move forward with courage. With the steady light of your beliefs to guide you, Marcus Aurelius, a towering figure in Stoic thought, once said, "You have power over your mind, not over events outside of it. You will find strength if you understand this." His words help us remember a lesson that we have an unbreakable spirit that can handle any storm with grace. In the quiet moments of choice, when we pick patience over anger, understanding over judgment, and courage over fear, that we truly embody this strength. Think about how we could use this in our daily lives. How might a calm response change the course of our day, our relationships, or even how we see ourselves? Stoicism doesn't tell us to hide our emotions. Instead, it tells us to understand them and use them for our own growth and well-being. Let us try to live not at the mercy of our emotions, but in mastery of them. By doing this, we not only improve our own peace and happiness, but we also make it easier for others to find theirs. As Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, live it." This journey of emotional control is a call for all of us to build up our inner power so we can handle the challenges of life. Are you ready to change how you deal with your feelings so that you can live your life with the steadiness of a Stoic heart? If you agree with our Stoic principle, please leave a comment below. Emotions are very important to us because they affect the choices we make, the people we interact with, and our general health. However, strong emotions or bad emotion control can cause worry, relationship issues, and less work getting done. To learn to control your feelings, you don't have to push them down. Instead, you have to understand them, deal with them, and react to them in a healthy way. Here is a structured way to help you deal with and manage your feelings well. Self-awareness. Figure out what makes you feel bad and how that makes your body react. Figure out what makes you feel bad and how you usually deal with it. This is the first step to taking control. This means paying attention to how your body feels, what you're thinking, and any actions that go along with them. Acceptance and mindfulness. Be mindful to stay in the current moment and be aware of your feelings without judging them. You can do this by meditating, practicing focused breathing, or just taking a moment to notice how you're feeling. Accepting your feelings as they are keeps them from getting worse and lets you see the situation more clearly. Development of techniques for emotional regulation. Learn ways to control how you feel. Deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or doing things that take your mind off of bad feelings, like exercise or sports, could be some ways to do this. The important thing is to figure out what keeps your emotions in check. Cognitive restructuring means to question and change the ways you think that make you feel bad. This means asking yourself if your negative thoughts are really true and changing them with more balanced and accurate ones. Changing how you think about a situation, for example, can have a big effect on how you feel about it. Communication and social support. Tell other people how you're feeling in a healthy way. Say what you want to say using I words instead of blaming other people. Also, make a support system of friends, family, or experts who can give you advice and a different point of view. Talking about your feelings can make them less intense and help you understand what you're thinking. Implementing these tips into your daily routine can help you feel more emotionally stable, which will help you make better decisions and have better interactions. Number 4, spend time with positive people. The truth is clear. The people we choose to travel with us through life have a big effect on our way. Adopting the Stoic advice to hang out with positive people is like choosing to walk in the light, where every step is lit up by the warmth and shine of people who share our beliefs and motivate us to be our best selves. This isn't just a choice, it's a declaration of the path we want our lives to take. Think about how one positive conversation with a friend can turn a bad day into one full of possibilities. I hope it's when we're with people who are positively charged that we find the strength to dream bigger, push harder, and stand taller. Seneca advice for all time true here. Hang out with people who will make you a better man. This is a call to action that tells us to not only find people who inspire us, but also become inspiration ourselves. Take a moment to think about the people you hang out with. Do they show the good qualities you admire? Do they push you to grow and thrive? Choosing to surround yourself with positive people is a deep act of self-care and ambition. By doing this, we not only improve our own lives, but we also contribute to a culture of mutual elevation and shared success. Let us make this choice with wisdom and joy, starting on a journey not just of personal achievement, but of collective thriving. Are you ready to take this step and change the course of your life? The people we hang out with have a big impact on our thoughts, actions, and general health as we go through life. Putting ourselves in situations with positive people can be very helpful, creating a safe space that promotes happiness and personal growth. Positive people make us feel good, help us see the best in everything, and inspire us. Here's why spending time with these kinds of people is not only fun, but also necessary for keeping a positive view on life. Improves your mood. Positive people have a contagious energy that can make you feel a lot better. Their happiness and optimism tend to spread, making you feel more hopeful and happy in your daily life. Helps you grow. Being around positive people can make you want to adopt their actions and attitudes. Their way of dealing with life's problems and their determination to get past them can be a great example for how to grow as a person. Boosts self-esteem. People who are positive tend to praise and encourage others' good traits. Being around positive people on a regular basis can boost your self-esteem because they will tell you of your strengths and abilities more often. Lowers stress and anxiety. Positive people are better able to deal with stress and stay calm when things get tough. Their method can teach you how to better handle your own stress and worry, which will improve your mental health. It changes the way you look at things. Positive people often see chances where others see problems. Spending time with them can help you see things more broadly, which can help you solve problems in new ways and see the world in a more positive and open way. By choosing to spend time with positive people, you not only make your own life better, but you also make the world around you more positive and helpful. This choice could be a big part of making your life happier and more rewarding. Number 5. Get into good habits. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." This deep insight captures the essence of Stoicism and the important role that developing good habits plays in living a meaningful life. It's the daily rituals and routines that shape us and lead us to our best selves. Imagine starting the path of daily reflection like Marcus Aurelius, Rome's philosopher king. Through his meditations we see a man of great power, seeking wisdom and inner peace amidst the demands of leadership and life's chaos. What might this practice of self-reflection and mindfulness do for you? How might making time every day to think about your life change things? Sort your ideas and get them in line with your deepest values. This will change how you think and what you do. This Stoic endeavor to weave excellence into the fabric of our lives through habitual action is a call to conscious living. It asks us to think about what habits we are making and whether they are helping us reach our goals or just letting us drift along in the currents of routine and convenience. Now, ask yourself what habits are shaping the story of your life. Are you intentionally planting seeds of growth, resilience, and virtue, or letting weeds of negativity and complacency take root? The Stoic dedication to good habits is a call to action that tells us to shape our lives with meaning and purpose. First, tell yourself what you want to be, and then do what you need to do. As Epictetus reminds us, this powerful invitation challenges us to imagine our ideal selves and to develop daily habits that bridge the gap between our hopes and our realities. Let this be your mantra to create and keep habits that elevate your life, filling it with peace, happiness, and success. The path to a good life begins with a single step, a single habit repeated with conviction and consistency. Are you ready to take that step and change the fabric of your life one good habit at a time? Please share your stories and insights in the comments. We are halfway to becoming better than others. Your presence here shows that you are fully ready for the process of self-improvement. But our journey doesn't end here. I have another challenge for you. Please like and share this video comment. Let's keep going on our journey today. Number 6. Focus on what you can control. We should all strive for freedom in life, as Epictetus taught us. Real freedom comes from being aware of what we think and how we act, which are things we can control. This idea comes from Stoic thought. Focusing on what you can control isn't just a way to think deeply, it's also a good way to live your life. For example, Nelson Mandela's strength during his decades of imprisonment is a modern example of Stoic principles in action. Instead of giving up or becoming angry or depressed over his unfair situation, which was out of his control, Mandela chose to develop his mind, spirit, and leadership vision in the safety of his cell, where he found freedom in learning, growing, and getting ready to lead his country toward reconciliation and peace. This amazing journey makes us think about whether we should be spending our energy on the unpredictable waves of outside events or on the strength of our own will and character. Mandela's story shines a light on the Stoic path, showing us that even when we are physically locked up, our spirits can still be free. Adopting this principle turns life's challenges into stepping stones to personal growth and inner peace. It's a call to action to reevaluate our priorities, put our efforts wisely, and develop resilience and grace in the face of life's uncertainties. Are you ready to focus on the things you can really change and write your own story of freedom and happiness? Every day, we face many situations that can make us feel stressed or anxious, mostly because of things we can't change. Learning to focus on what you can change instead of worrying about things you can't change can make your mental health and work much better. This method pushes people to be proactive, builds resilience, and helps people stay calm inside even when things are going crazy around them. Figure out what you can control. To begin, figure out what you can change and what you can't. You should only work on things that you can change. This could include how you respond, what choices you make, or how you use your time and money. Minimize your worry about things you can't change. It's normal to worry about different results and events. However, worrying too much about things you can't change can drain your energy and make you less effective. You can get better at letting go of these worries by being aware of them, but deciding not to let them take over your thoughts. Set clear goals that you can achieve. Make clear goals that are affected directly by what you do. This could be something as easy as making a daily plan, or as difficult as making plans for a job change. By making goals that you can actually reach, you make a plan that helps you focus on things that you can do, and that will have an effect. Take a proactive approach instead of responding to events. Think about the problems that might come up and plan how you will deal with them. This proactive method helps you handle things better and lowers your stress or feelings of helplessness when bad things happen. Practice acceptance and mindfulness. Do mindfulness exercises like meditation or deep breathing exercises on a daily basis. These habits can help you reach a state of acceptance where you can accept things the way they are instead of how you want them to be. Focusing on what you can control and living a more fulfilling life both depend on having this way of thinking. You can start to shift your attention from things that are out of your control to things that you can change and shape by incorporating these points into your daily life. This change not only makes it easier for you to deal with stress, but it also makes you happier and more productive overall. Number 7. Get your things ready. When we say preparing your things, we're not just talking about keeping your stuff in order. We're also talking about getting your mind and your surroundings ready for anything. This Stoic practice not only makes our daily lives easier, but it also strengthens our minds against the complexities and surprises of life. Imagine starting each day knowing exactly where everything you need is located. The peace that comes from this simple act of preparation is profound. It's like setting the stage for a performance where you're both the actor and the audience, enjoying the harmony of a space where everything has its place. Now think about the mental aspect of preparation, cultivating a mindset ready to handle life's unexpected challenges. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher, had a lot of responsibilities and was under a lot of stress. But it was his mental strength and his dedication to Stoic ideals that helped him lead with wisdom and calm. What might happen in your life if you get your mind to this level of organization, letting things that help you go and letting go of ones that drag you down? This path of getting ready makes us think about our own lives. Are we filling up our space and minds with useless things and worries? Are we setting ourselves up for failure? Success every day. By making the tough choice to get our stuff ready, we open the way for a life of peace, happiness, and success. It's a promise to live intentionally, where every action and thought is carefully chosen, building a base of stability and clarity. Now I have a challenge for you. Practice preparing your things for a week and see how your life changes. Are you ready? If so, please leave a comment below the video to take on this challenge. Number 8. Avoid extremes and live a reasonable life. How do we find peace in a world full of chaos? Stoicism, a way of thinking that is based on the search for balance, has a strong answer. Live moderately and avoid extremes is more than just good advice. It's a central idea in Stoic thought. By embracing moderation, we can live a peaceful, happy, and successful life. Stoicism leads us to a middle path that avoids the problems of both too much and too little, promoting a life of balance and happiness. For example, Kay the Younger was a Stoic who lived his principles with unwavering dedication. In a time when Rome was known for its wealth and excess, Kay chose a life of simplicity. He wore modest clothes and ate simple meals, and unlike his peers, he didn't avoid luxury. His life was a testament to the Stoic belief in self-control and finding fulfillment in the essential virtues of life. Kay's balance wasn't just a personal choice. It was a statement of independence and strength that showed that real power doesn't come from having a lot of money or stuff. This example of Stoic balance in history makes us think about the decisions we make. Do we live our lives in search of more and more pleasures? The next thing we buy because we think it will make us happy? Or do we find wealth in the simple things in life and the joy of moderation? Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little that is poor, it is the man who wants more that is poor." By following the Stoic principle of living moderately, we are asked to rethink what success and happiness mean to us. It tells us to be happy with what we have, to value simplicity, and to live balanced, satisfying lives. Are you ready to discover the deep peace that comes from living in moderation, following in the path of great Stoic thinkers and leaders? This path not only shows you how to get around in the world, but also how to find peace and happiness inside yourself. Number 9. Take problems as chances to learn and grow. Have you ever been so scared of a problem that it would have been easier to just give up? Stoicism can help you see things differently. Accept hardship as a chance to improve yourself. This isn't about wanting trouble. It's about seeing the gifts that are hidden in our troubles. The hardest times in life are not obstacles, but rather stepping stones that make us stronger and more adaptable. Think about Malala Yousafzai's story. She survived an attempt on her life because she fought for girls' right to go to school, but she didn't give up. Instead, she used it as a reason to fight even harder for her cause. Her courage and determination turned a personal tragedy into a global movement for education rights. Share the Stoic view that hardship has the power to change you. Or think about Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before he invented the light bulb. Each failure was a chance to learn, improve, and keep going. The story of Edison's journey shows how problems are not the end, but the start of knowledge and new ideas. How can I use this to grow? This is the question at the heart of Stoicism's attitude to life's problems. It tells us to look at problems as chances to grow and find power in what we conquer. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor strengthens the body." Let's remember this and see our problems as chances to become stronger. Accepting hardship as a way to grow not only gives us strength, but it also makes our lives happier, more peaceful, and more successful. Seeing problems as chances to improve ourselves and our careers is a way of thinking that can change how we deal with problems in our lives. Instead of seeing problems as things that get in the way of progress, changing your mindset to see them as chances to learn and grow can make you more resilient, help you solve problems better, and improve your general health. This way of thinking pushes us to face obstacles head-on, learn useful lessons from them, and keep improving our skills. Change your viewpoint. To begin, change the way you think about problems. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, see them as puzzles to solve or chances to learn new skills. This change in how you think can lower your stress and make getting through tough times easier and even fun. Accept that you will always be learning. Every problem is a chance to learn something new. Each challenge can help you grow as a person and as a worker. For example, learning how to better handle your time, mastering a new technology, or understanding how teams work can all help you grow. Build resilience. Dealing with and getting through problems makes you more resilient. You learn how to adapt and get back on your feet after failures by going through tough situations. Being resilient is important for long-term security and success in both your personal and professional life. Develop your creativity. Problems often need creative answers. Being forced to think outside the box and find new ways to do things can make you more creative, which is a skill that is useful in all areas of life. This creative way of fixing problems also makes you more flexible and ready to deal with problems that come up out of the blue in the future. Take a look back at your mistakes and learn from them. Reflection is an important part of learning. Take some time to think about what worked and what didn't, as well as how you can use what you learned in the future. This practice of reflection will not only help you solve the problem at hand, but it will also make you better prepared to handle similar problems in the future. If you see problems as chances to grow, you take a proactive approach that not only helps you solve problems right away, but also helps you grow over time. Number 10. Pick out what kind of person you want to be. During our life journey, how often do we stop and ask ourselves, who do I really want to be? This question is at the heart of the Stoic decision to decide who you want to be. It's a call to sculpt our character with the chisel of our values and deeds. This isn't about trying to be someone else. It's about becoming our best selves through self-reflection and the never-ending search for virtue. Michelle Obama's story shows how important it is to know who you want to be and live that out no matter what happens in your life. She went from living on the south side of Chicago to living in the White House while staying true to her values of education, community service, and health. As an example of the Stoic belief in the power of personal ethics and purpose, think about how Marcus Aurelius went from being a Roman emperor to becoming a Stoic philosopher. His writings on virtue, death, and wisdom can help you think about yourself and grow as a person. His works make us want to face our flaws and become better people by telling us to look inside ourselves. What traits do I want to show? By asking this question, we are asked to plan our lives around the Stoic practice of acting in line with our inner beliefs. At the heart of it is the decision to live a meaningful life, following the stars of our ideals. Epictetus once said, "First tell yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Let this be a call to action. When we decide who we want to be and commit to this vision, we start a journey of change that leads not only to personal fulfillment, but also to a life of peace, happiness, and success. Are you ready to take that first step toward becoming your ideal self in the tapestry of life? Embracing what really matters, controlling our emotions, surrounding ourselves with positivity, and finding contentment in moderation are all parts of Stoicism that can help us build a life of purpose and resilience. Like Marcus Aurelius, who said that the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts, these Stoic decisions ask us to think, choose, and act with intention. Let us take these ancient words of wisdom not just as philosophical musings, but as practical steps to improve ourselves. By choosing who we want to be, focusing on what we can control, and seeing hardship as a way to build character, we can live a life that is not just lived, but lived well. Accept these 10 choices and let them lead you to a life full of peace, happiness, and humanity. If today's intellectual journey touched your heart and inspired you, please don't forget to like it and leave your feedback. Each of your shares in the comments part below is a great source of motivation for us. Please don't forget to share this with your friends and family, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our other journeys. Goodbye, and see you soon.